Hey guys, I'm Dolly here, and today I'm coming at you with another episode of Minifig Monday. And today, as you can see in front of you, we're going to be looking at the Vietnam era donut Dolly. So these were kind of, I guess you would call them female medics who served in medical tents and other field hospitals during the Vietnam War. And this was kind of their uniform. They had this very distinctive, I guess it's kind of like a baby blue uniform. And that's kind of what they served in. That's kind of their story, just a little bit of their history. I know I could go much more in depth about it, but I feel like you guys are here for the minifig. You're not here for the history. So as you can see, it has this blue uniform all the way around with kind of these accenting stripes. There's no printing on the side of the torso. Here, just so you can see. And then once you get to the back, there's just some more accented printing. So I think that you guys already probably know where this video is going, but let's take a look at these arms. So now I'm bringing it closer, and let's see if I can get it to focus. So as you can see, that brown part of the arm, or the part that's supposed to be a medium flesh, or I guess more specifically a medium nougat Lego color, you can see they're clearly not the same. If I guess I'll use this. I'm using a Brick Arms RPG Overmold as my pointer. But anyways, as you can see, this hand is clearly very, very different colors from, this essentially looks like a dark gold color, or like a dark pearl gold color. And it's not good. This feels like a repeat of the Rosie the Riveter figure. You can clearly tell if I put the fig here that, as you can see, they printed on, these baby blue arms. So that's of course why the color matching doesn't work all that great. But just look at this. If I can get it to focus, you can clearly see that's like a huge discrepancy. It almost looks like it's like a strange sleeve color. That's how much different in my eyes it looks than the actual arm color. And if you compare it, I moved the camera. If you compare it to, let's just say, the head, so we bring her to the front. So just look at her head. As you can see, very normal medium flesh tone. But then you look at those arms and it's just like, it's so off. I really think that Brickmania should stop doing these sleeve arms because I really don't think the color shifting is working. Just look at it. Do you think it's working? If you think it's working, I'd really like to hear your comment and really like to hear why you think it's working, because I think that this just can't possibly be, an option for the future that they should continue, because you look at the Rosie figure, you look at this figure, both of them had different flaws, but both of them had severe flaws. So, I think with that in mind, you can't just in good conscience continue to pump out figures like this. What I'd also like to point out is that if you can see here, let's see if I can get it to focus. On the back of this Donut Dolly's arm, you can see wow, I cannot say that word. You can see some severe misprinting. As you can see, let me grab my pointer RPG again. You can see the clear line right here where the printer went a second run, and then you can even see this medium flesh tone printed over the black arm kind of, I guess, highlights is what we would call them. So that's pretty big flaw. In my opinion, if you're paying a premium for a figure like this, there can't be, printing that overlaps other printing or clearly looks out of place. And I think that both the color and kind of this little misprint right here demonstrate the fact that it didn't work. If we go back to the front again, what you can also see is that the leg printing, for some reason, is definitely better color matched than the arm printing. It looks much more similar. It's still not the exact same color, as you can clearly see by looking at her head and looking at her hands, but it is a much closer color, I think, than those arms. The arms are just truly bad. Uh, One other thing I'd like to point out is that they sent me the wrong body. I think that the medium flesh tone is supposed to have a name tag that says Holly, and they sent me Patricia. So it's a minor thing, but it is something wrong with the figure. So I'll contact them about that. Uh, but I mean, really, other than that, I feel like if you were looking at this figure, I would recommend against it. I really can't recommend this figure, knowing the flaws that I've seen on mine and knowing the flaws that are likely on others. I just think that there's too much room for error on this figure, as you see, and there's just too much room to get a figure with a large misprint. But anyways, guys, that's kind of my opinion on this figure. You can take it with a grain of salt because it's just my personal opinion. But I mean, look at the figure and make your own decision. As always, like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate all the support. And I really, really appreciate it. Seriously, guys, we're almost at 800 subs. That's kind of crazy. But anyways, I'll catch you next time. I apologize for all the uhs at the end and all the anyways. I know that I need to work on removing those from my videos, but you know, it didn't work this time. It'll work in the future. I'll catch you next time.